Yo, what's good everyone? Thank you for tuning in to today's video. As you can tell by the title, we are back again with yet another review. But before we dive into all of that, I want to welcome back any of my returning subscribers. And if you are new around here, my name is Aidan. On this channel, we do release brand new sneaker content just like this each and every week. So if you haven't already, please consider smashing that subscribe button. Also, make sure the bell notification is switched on so you never miss a video. And if you do end up enjoying this video, please give it a massive thumbs up, as it really does help getting this video out to more and more people so we can just keep expanding our community. But with all that said and done, let's go ahead and dive straight in. So before we actually go ahead and actually take a look at the shoes, let's just take a quick look at the shoe box. Now, as I'm sure a lot of people will notice right off the bat, this is a radically different box to the standard Air Jordan 1. Now, normally the Air Jordan 1 box comes in a primarily black colour with red Nike branding. But as you can see with the CMFTs, we do have more of a brown or tannish colour. And in the centre of the box, we do have that black Nike branding. On the sides of the box, we do have more Nike branding as well. Just in keeping with the normal format for Jordan 1 boxes, that's pretty standard. If we then take a quick look at the label, which reads Air Jordan 1 Zoom CMFT in the white Daybreak Tropical Twist colourway. Now, this is a UK size 9, as it is a personal pair. And once again, like we see with all products that are purchased from End, we do actually have an additional barcode on the side. Now, I decided, because this was actually a request from one of my viewers to actually do this review, I figured it's no better time to actually take a look at the shoe together for the very first time. So if I just open up the box, as you can see on the inside, the packaging for this is so nicely laid out. It looks absolutely incredible. Included within the actual packaging, we do have this little pull-out here. Now, this pretty much just describes, what went into making the shoe, what the shoe's crafted from. So it's a really nice detail, it looks really nice, and it is included with all CMFTs. And then the shoes themselves are actually individually packaged. So if I actually just take the first shoe out. Whoo! Oh yeah, these are nice. And here we have it for the very first time in hand. We have the Air Jordan 1 CMFT in the Tropical Twist colourway. Now this, as I've mentioned throughout the video so far, this actually came as a recommendation. It was a shoe that I was already looking at to pick up for a review anyway. Now if we just go ahead and actually jump straight into the shoe, so we can break it down section by section so you can see exactly what the shoe is made from. So if we start from the toes up to begin with, now the toe box itself, we do have this all white technical mesh material with these standard perforations, and then wrapping right the way around the toe, we do have this really nice all purple suede. Now, the mesh that's seen on the Tropical Twist isn't the same type of mesh as what we saw on the Stadium Green colourway that I did a review on. Now, it feels very similar in terms of the texture, but the overall design of the mesh, it goes in a completely different pattern. It looks very different as well when you do have it up close, and it's just a slightly different variation. I'm not sure if it's a case of it's manufactured slightly different or it's put together differently. It looks very similar, but it's not quite the same as far as what I can tell. And then as far as the actual suede goes around the toe, it's nothing too premium, and it's not that type of hairy suede that has the two-tone variation to it, but it's still a really nice suede. You can also see it here on the quarter panel as it loops into the actual eye stays. But if we then just continue to work our way back, in the midfoot on both the lateral and medial sides, we do have more of that white technical mesh material, and then actually cut into the mesh, we do have this really nice textured Nike swoosh. Now, the texturing on the swoosh does feel very similar to the technical mesh in terms of the overall feel when you actually run your finger across it. It's a really interesting texture, it feels really nice. It almost reminded me a little bit of the Jordan 1 London CMFTs, where we had a really nice textured swoosh on that. That one felt like it was more of an additional piece of material, whereas this one is specifically cut into the mesh material. So it's a really nice detail, has a really nice texture to it, and it really does pop off the shoe as well. The purple is just super vibrant and it just works really well. But if we then continue to work our way even further back, around the ankle collar, we do have more of that purple suede, and in the centre of the ankle collar, we do have the White Wings logo. And then underneath the purple suede overlays, we do have a really nice pop of green on the underlay, and then just underneath that, a really nice pop of either diluted purple or pink. Make the decision for yourself, I can't quite decide. It really does give it that really nice summery tropical twist. It looks really nice in person. I'm not sure the camera's going to do this shoe justice because it is so vibrant, and I feel like the colours and the lights aren't going to mix too well. So the lights may actually wash out some of the colour. But honestly, take it from me, the actual colourway itself is super vibrant and it just looks really nice in person. Now, wrapping around the heel all the way around from both the lateral to the medial side, we do have more of that purple suede like we see on the ankle collar. Now, the suede that they use towards the back end don't actually feel as nice as the suede that we feel towards the front end. Now, around the toe, it's a really nice hairy suede, feels and looks really nice. Whereas around the heel and around the ankle collar, it's a much more rough material. It feels like they've almost ran sandpaper over the suede. It's really interesting. It still has the same colour tonality as what we see at the front end, but it's just a slightly different feeling underhand. Still feels okay, it's just not as nice as what we see towards the front of the shoe. But if we then just work our way down to the midsole, as you can see, we do have this primarily white midsole, and switching to the outsole of the shoe, we do have a really nice tropical twist once again. So around the edges, we do have more of that really nice purple colour, but in the centre, we do have more of that really nice green to match what we saw around the ankle collar. Now, the midsole does actually incorporate Zoom cushioning, and it makes this shoe genuinely the most comfortable Jordan 1 available on the market today. I have been an advocate for CMFT since I tried it out for the first time. If you've never tried one before and you are looking for a more comfortable alternative option to the Jordan 1, honestly, give this a go. You will not be disappointed. But if we then move back into the centre of the shoe, in the centre we do have these all white shoelaces. The laces themselves do sit atop this really nice vibrant purple tongue. And if we move up to the top of the tongue, we do have the Zoom branding in the centre of the tongue itself. Now, on either side of the laces, we do have more of that really nice purple suede. And just underneath the top eyelet, we do have a really nice pop of fuchsia pink, I believe, with the Zoom branding. If we then move our way inside the shoe itself, now around the top of the tongue as well as around the tops of the ankle collar, we do have exposed foam. Now, the top of the tongue, it's in more of that traditional foam colour, kind of like a yellowish tone to it. Whereas around the sock liner, it's in more of that really nice green. Once again, adds a really nice pop of contrast to the shoe, but the overall material itself does feel very comfortable on feet. Also, on the inside of the shoe, we do have these small ankle pillows, which definitely do add to the overall comfort of the shoe. However, I did find that when I was getting the shoe on for the very first time, not specifically this one, more the Stadium Greens, that because of these ankle pillows, it did make it a little bit trickier to actually get the shoe on in the first instance. But when you actually get these on feet, it kind of just feels like it's not necessarily molding to your feet, but it kind of just feels a lot easier to get on and off after that first couple of wears. Just something to bear in mind, it doesn't affect the overall fit of the shoe, it just made it a little bit more narrow getting it on foot. So this shoe does actually fit very much like your standard Air Jordan 1. Like I said at the start of the video, I went true to size with a UK size 9 and it fits me just like a glove. If there's any opportunity for you to actually try a pair before buying, I would always recommend that you do that just so you can understand the best fit for you. But if there's not that chance and you've owned any other Jordan 1s in the past, just go with your normal true to size fitting Jordan 1s and you'll be absolutely fine. But if we just continue working our way into the shoe itself, on the insole we do have this really nice green colour to match the sock liner, and also we do have that really nice fuchsia pink Zoom branding. And other than that, I think we've just about covered everything that's worth covering. So if we now just go ahead and wrap this video up. So just to sum up, in terms of my overall opinion on the shoe itself, in terms of rating, I'm going to give these a pretty solid 7 out of 10. Now, I'm going to be honest, it's not necessarily the most wearable colourway in the world, but in general, in hand, the quality of the shoe is really nice. It feels really nice, it looks really nice to look at, and with summer approaching, it's just a really nice, versatile shoe for the collection. Yes, it's a pretty hard to wear shoe, but I think I can pull it off. Right. Well, that kind of remains to be seen, but I'd love to know your guys' opinions as well. Would you buy these or would you pass on them? Do make sure to leave me a comment in the comment section below. Also, if you have stuck around to this point in the video, I want to say a massive thank you. If you haven't already, please consider smashing that subscribe button. Also, making sure the bell notification is switched on so you never miss a video. And if you did enjoy this video, please give it a massive thumbs up. It really does help the video. And with all that said, I hope to see you all again in the next one.